Morning guys, how you doing? Today is Sunday, April 20, are we still in the 20s or is it the 30th? Something, yeah, Sunday, April 30th. How you doing? I'm just working here and preparing the stuff that has to go to my mailboxes tomorrow. So I woke up around 4 in a panic because I have a lot to prepare. We're going out tonight. There's a thing at the hotel from 4 to about 7:30. It's like a wine and food tasting. I don't drink and I'm very picky about food. So unless they have a bowl of chicken fingers and fries sitting there, it's going to be, yeah. We went out Friday night with my work. That's a first. Like seriously, I don't think I've ever been out with work people, ever. Well, definitely not in the past 16 years. Actually, you know what? I went to a work party when I was pregnant for Bryn. Holy crap, that was the last time I was out. I went out on Wednesday and bought a pair of jeans and a top to wear to my work thing, and the jeans were way too big in the waist. It was driving me crazy, but to get them to fit my bum and my thighs, that's how my pants work. But yeah, it was good. It was a Beatlemania band. It was like a little like fake Beatle thing. It was really cute. They changed outfits and they were really good. They played for 2 hours. It was over at the Snoqualmie Casino. I just filmed a couple little clips of them playing.
Do you want to help us out on this next one? Right. Very easy. All you have to do is clap along with us on this, alright? Goes something just like this. Hold me, love me, hold me, let it be, whisper and let it be.
And then we stayed, oh my god, a few of us stayed and talked and hung out at the bar, which of course I had like 3 cups of water, so I was up all night having to go to the bathroom. And then I think I had 5 cups of water. I just kept drinking water because it was so smoky in there. You can smoke in a casino, which duh, I probably should have figured that, but then we didn't leave till after 1. And I was hungry, so we went through a McDonald's drive-through at about like 1:15 or so, and then I had to shower because the smoke was like stuck in my hair. I was like, oh my god. And we made a whole pile of smoky clothes and got them ready for the laundry. Oh my god. So then I was like so tired I had to go to bed with like soaking wet hair, so I had to lay a towel over my pillow. But yeah, we had a really fun time. It was a lot of fun, and Scott finally got to see where I work. He had never been where I worked, and he hadn't met anybody, so it was nice. So we had a good time with that. Yesterday I took, and Bryn had a friend sleep over Friday night, so I felt terrible. I was like, oh my god, we're out so late and her friend's there. And Scott's like, what are you gonna do, read them a bedtime story? I'm like, well no, but I just feel bad that she came to sleep over and we're not there. And her mom was aware, her parents were aware that we weren't going to be home, and she's like, it's fine. She's like, we're home if anything happens. And then what did we, Bryn wanted to go shopping yesterday, and what did we do? I got a little thing for Scott for Father's Day, and then Carrie wanted to go to Barnes & Noble last night, so I went to Barnes & Noble, and there was this book I was reading by Jim Butcher, because a guy I know at work was talking about these, and it's kind of like Chicago PD meets the wizarding world, and of course the guy's name is Harry. I'm like, okay, just because he's a wizard doesn't mean he needs to be called Harry. But yeah, it was pretty good. But then I just kind of walked around, and then what I did was I don't know if you're allowed to do this, but I took a bunch of pictures of craft books that I was looking at, and I just took pictures of the instructions. Where is it? Like pictures of instructions and photos in the book. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. But I was like, I couldn't justify spending like $20-$30 for a book last night. So there you go. The other thing that's kind of fun is I've applied to have, look at my hair. Oh my god, hair's being done Tuesday. It was supposed to be done Thursday, but my hairdresser's in Hawaii right now. So yeah, had to go Friday looking like this, have to go tonight looking like this. Just use my wow stuff and cover up the roots. Oh dear. And what was I saying? I have no idea. I've turned into a goober. Remember pregnancy brain? Did you guys have pregnancy brain? I swear to God I'm doing that. The other thing is, I think I'm going through menopause. I'm going to be 46. That seems early. But I swear to God, like, my body is changing. Things are changing on a monthly basis, if you're catching my drift. Almost done with that. TMI, sorry, but, like, really, is this normal? Because kind of forgot to ask Mom when she went through menopause. Kind of can't ask her right now. And I've been very moody. Like, just ask Scott. He'll say I've been moody for the past 30 years. But, like, really bad, like, depression-wise. And I went through depression as a kid. I went through postpartum when I had the girls. And Mom had given me an article years ago that said, if you went through depression as a teen and if you went through postpartum, chances are it'll come back when you go through menopause. And I have been down, like, crazy mood swings. Last week, like, actually depressed. Like, I sat here in this chair and stared at the window for like a half an hour. Like, just didn't want to function in society, didn't want to do anything. It was really bad. And I had a panic attack about a month ago, like full-on panic attack. I've only ever had one panic attack like that. And it was the day that I found out that Mom wasn't... Sorry, my chair's up too. It was the day I found out that Mom was going to have to stop chemo. I was with Mariel. We were at Universal. It was like, holy crap. And I called Scott to say what was going on. And he's like, no, we'll talk when you get home. And I was like, just tell me what's going on. And he said, no more chemo. And my entire face went numb. It's the creepiest feeling. Your nose, it's like being at the dentist and having your face numb. But it's like your whole face is tingly but numb at the same time. It was the weirdest feeling. And I kind of like hyperventilate. And a couple weeks ago, I did the same thing. I was driving along. And the song Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, I think that's who it is, came on and lost my mind. That song reminds me of Bryn because she likes it, and it's from Grey's Anatomy. And so it was making me sad because of Grey's Anatomy. It was making me sad because Bryn liked it. I can never find music on my phone. Okay, so that's enough of that. It makes me so sad. So I started to cry and then I started to hyperventilate. And then my face did that numb thing again and I panicked. I called Scott and he wasn't there. I couldn't call the kids because they were at school and I wasn't going to burden them with that and stress the kids out. So I called Dad and he answered and he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm losing it. And he's like, pull over. He's like, where are you? He's like, pull over. And I had to like park the car and it took me quite a few minutes to get it back together. And Dad calmed me down. But it's that my numb face thing, like it's really bad and just too much. So I think it's like that's playing in the back of my head that she's going off to university. And maybe she's just going to go to UW and she'll be down the bloody street and it'll be fine. But I don't know. I worry about her. She's smart. She's terrible with money. So I know she can do it. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be great. And she wants to like end up in Europe at some point, and she'd love to live in Spain. And I'm okay with all that. Like when I look far ahead, I'm like, I'm okay. Like, she'll go off, she'll either get married or she won't, and she'll have kids or she won't. I don't know what she's going to do and what her career is going to be. And I'm okay with that. It's just like the next step. And it's like anything, like when they start kindergarten and when they first take their first steps and you know what? It's when you're first pregnant and you're going, what the hell? And then you have them and you don't know what the hell you're doing, and then you figure that out, and then they take their first steps, and then you got to send them off to kindergarten. I remember when Evan started kindergarten, and I was talking to Annette, and I was like, how do you do it? Like, how do you send him off to kindergarten? She's like, you just do. And then when he first started driving, I was like, well, how do you just send him off in a car? She's like, you just do. So I've always seen the stages through Annette and her kids, but now it's like, it just seems to be going really fast, and now my kids are going through those stages. Too much. Okay, Tanya, focus. So I think I'm old and going through menopause. I have a lot to do today. Oh, that's what I was going to start to tell you. Okay. I applied to do this IKEA thing in our house. It's like this makeover thing, and they're coming to Seattle. They're coming to different cities. And they're doing one in Seattle, so you apply to have a room made over in your house. So you had to submit a video, so I did a video and showed them around our house and said, you know, we love IKEA, and blah, 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 and every room in our house has IKEA except, well, no, even our living room has my black cabinet, which is IKEA. And I applied to have our living room redone. And then I changed my mind and thought, I really need the garage done because I need storage solutions. We have too much crap, which I need to go through. And I'm listening to this KonMari method thing, and I've got that book. And I was in the bookstore last night with Kerrigan, and I was looking at the Spark Joy book, where it explains like how to actually get rid of the stuff. And so I know I still have to go through the garage and get rid of things, but I think if I had stuff stored properly, like we don't have bins and proper shelving and stuff like that to store things. So they sent me a follow-up email. So I submitted my video and they sent me a follow-up email saying, oh, Tanya, thanks for your submission. We need to learn a little bit more about you. You know, what are the ages of the people in your family? Who's in your family? What are your occupations? What's the size of your house and all that? And tell us more about the room and how it would change your life. Living room, it wouldn't really change my life. We would just have like maybe prettier furniture, but it would really change my life to have that garage done, because that is like weighing in my head, like on a daily basis, what's in there, how much is in there, where's it going to go? Okay. Feeling overwhelmed again. Okay. I gotta go work on stuff. I'll do a little quick clip tonight when we go out and show you what the food and drink is all about there at the little hotel soiree. I'm just wearing like a peach color blouse and a pair of black pants that are 2 sizes too big for me, so that's gonna be fun. I might have to try those on and make sure I don't look like a hobo. Hey guys, how you doing? Today is Wednesday. Jeez, we made it Wednesday, May 10th. How are you? I was just up this morning doing a drawing for a friend of mine, so I got that done. Just tidying up my desk to do the next craft. I've got to work on my June boxes. I still have some May boxes left. June, I was having trouble coming up with a theme, but I finally figured it out, and I got that sorted. I have this other craft that I'm working on. Yeah, I've been in a funk lately. It's like overwhelming feeling of sadness, and then everything's okay. And I find if I cry and just get it out for like 3 minutes, then I'm a little bit better. I don't know. Just overwhelmed. I think I'll make a doctor's appointment and just go in and say, fix me. Because, yeah. And May, as you guys know, April, May, June just always sucks for me. And it's awful because it should be a good time. My birthday's in a couple weeks. And it's Mother's Day this weekend, but that's what sucks about it, because I don't have my mom, and her birthday's this month too, and June 11th is the 7th year anniversary. Holy crap. How is that 7 years? I don't know. Anyway, so, what was I going to show you on my phone? I got my phone. That's the other thing. My brain, it's like pregnancy brain. If you guys went through that, it's that. But it's getting worse. Oh my God. I'm just broken. I said that to Dad yesterday. I was like, Dad, I'm broken. He goes, you don't know broken. Do you guys ever watch TED Talks on YouTube? They're very interesting. I enjoy watching them. And I watched this one with this girl today. And she was talking about a 10-piece wardrobe. Crazy. But I want to do it. But she's talking about having quality items, which is what I need because I buy kind of throw out clothes. This is the top I bought when we went out with work the other week, and I wore it with jeans, which the jeans are too big in the waist, which is a little frustrating, so I have to have those fixed somehow. I don't know. Oh, I'm kind of in the mood to rip my closet apart. And the stupid thing is, I was talking to Annette about this. I was like, I need to go through my clothes. And she's like, yeah, me too. And she has, oh my God, she has bags of clothes that she can get rid of. She put on pants the other day and stood in the middle of them. Like, she was like, it's like, look how much weight I've lost. Like, she could fit in one leg of the pants. That's how much weight she's lost. It's amazing. So I'm like, Annette, get rid of them. So, but she always has like a ton of clothes. I don't have a lot of clothes, but I have a lot of useless clothes. Like they're t-shirts that I got from something that I don't really need. And I have a pair of jeans that are like way too big and were way too big when I first started wearing them anyway. So those could go. Like stuff like that. I have this giant sweater. It's like a sweater jacket thing. Really pretty, really nice sweater, but as Mom would say, I look like 2-ton Tony. She always used to say when something was massive, it was 2-ton Tony. But like all that stuff can go. And I'm like, but then if I get rid of my clothes, then I won't have anything. Well, I don't have anything anyway. I wear the same 5 outfits every week to work. And I just mix up what day I'm going to wear them. And maybe there's a couple tops here and there that I can, mix and match with those pants. This is the first time I'm wearing this top to work, and I have so it's taupe, and then I've got green pants with it. So I really have nothing. I have 4 pairs of pants for work. 5. It's 5. 5 days in a week, Tanya. I have 2 pairs of shoes for work. I have 2 other pairs of shoes, but a customer thought I had slippers on the other day. Thanks. I forgot to show you. I have video on my phone from the other week when I said we were going to the hotel for that barbecue thing. So I walked around and I asked people if I could film their little tables and stuff. So I did. And there was a lot of cheese. There was pate. So yeah. And then we were standing in line waiting for some kind of pig. And then you'll see me kind of, I'm just going to voice over this part, but you'll see me kind of walking out and shaking my head. And then a lot of the footage is shot up my nose because I wasn't really paying attention to how I was holding the camera. But what happened was we were in the ballroom and they brought out this cart with a 4-foot pig on it, covered up in a plastic sheet. And I was like, what's happening? Scott was like, there's gonna be a carving demonstration. So I laughed and went and sat in the lobby. And I've been on the fence about being a vegetarian. That kind of made me fall over the other side of the fence. I was like, I can't watch this. Oh my God. It was, yeah. Scott was like, figure out the camera situation before we go to the concert this weekend, because last time when we went to Billy Joel, I tried to get my camera in and then I wasn't allowed to have my camera in, and it ended up being a whole big thing. Yeah, so we went to the hotel, and then what did we do before that? I think that was about it. Oh, and I did, a couple weeks ago, what was the date? Oh, April 23rd, I did a walk for autism. So that was fun. I went with some girls from Weight Watchers, and I saw a girl that I work with. She was there. And yeah, so it was pretty cool. And then I found this. It's called Thread Needle. Oh, what's it called? It's Thread Needle something. It's a craft store here. It's this little craft store with a lady that reminds me of Gail, my lace teacher. And it's like packed with all these patterns of needlework and all this thread and stuff. So that was really cool. That was a couple weeks ago. I was actually at work trying to get her business, and yeah, she doesn't want to print anything. I think it's one of those situations where people know about her, so she doesn't feel the need to advertise. She just has business cards, and that's about it. But yeah, it's a really cool little store. And they sell some of those Mill Hill kits. I've been working on a Mill Hill kit. I have no idea where I put it. This is the Santa one that I was working on when we were in BC. I got that one all done. So I just need to trim them out and then put the hanger in the paper. Oh, I think it might be here. Yep. These are my sack roots bags. I've got a whole bunch. Oh, this is the journal that matches it. That's not a bag. And I have the smaller one that's here. And then the other one has like a... One side is turquoise and it has a big flower on it. I have that in my purse. This is the kit that I'm working on now. It's called Hydrangea MH14-1715. It's so pretty. It's hard to see with the glare. Sorry about that. So I had started that. God, I'm not going to know which way is up. Up and bottom. Oh, this is... Ooh. Ooh, drop my needle. Drop the needle. There we go. It's going to be so pretty. And I'm going to put it in one of the little frames like I have up here. Is that nice? I just think that's so pretty. I love hydrangeas. A friend of mine gave me an orchid a few weeks ago to thank us for driving her daughter back from Vancouver. And it's still alive. I'm quite excited about that. The little things I'm working on, I will show you a blank one right now. This is the little thing I'm working on. It's really fun and cute, and I'll show that on my craft channel. There's going to be a tutorial, and then I'll sell the embellishments in my craft channel and on my craft Etsy shop. Words. Okay, I have to go dry my hair because it's wet and I'm getting a chill now. So I'm going to go do that, and I will be back to show you our weekend at the gala and at U2. All right, I'll be back. Morning, guys. How you doing? Today is Saturday, May 13th. How are you? Just got up and showered. It's 6:31 a.m. on a Saturday here in Issaquah, where it's gray and going to be rainy. And it's going to be rainy tomorrow for the U2 concert. Scott was like, wear a winter coat and hat and mitts and no complaining. I think our seats are bad enough that we're going to be up under a bit of the roof, so it's good. We're at CenturyLink Stadium, so it's going to be really cool. We're excited. It's their tour for the Joshua Tree, which, hard to believe, is 30 years old. We're mostly excited about getting t-shirts. I think that'll be fun. So yeah, and then a guy that Scott works with knows the guy, and he's like in the first row or something. I don't know, we're up in the nosebleeds, but that's okay. We'll be there, and it'll just be really cool. I want to hear A Beautiful Day. That's like the main song that I want to hear. And Mumford & Sons are opening for them. I don't think I know their music. I don't know, maybe one or two songs. I don't know. Yes, that's exciting. However, my computer is close to death. I have to keep pushing the big button to shut it down because I keep getting a rainbow wheel. And it's almost dead. So that's why the video is going to end with me right now, because I need to wait till I get my new computer. I just ordered it Thursday night, and it's not one of those ones that you can just go to the store and pick it up, because I bought the 21.5-inch iMac desktop, but I've changed all the features in it, so I guess they have to build the thing. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be ready on May 23rd, which is actually my birthday. And we'll go pick it up at that point. So the video that I was going to shoot today, a bunny. Oh, it's a little bunny. I don't know if I can show you the bunny. Let's see if we can see the bunny. There's a little bunny. Isn't that cute? So computer's about to die. So the footage I was going to take tonight of us at the gala, and just show a quick clip of that maybe. And the concert tomorrow, that's all going to be in a few weeks. I'll show you when I get my new shiny, fast, lightning speed computer. I'm going to go work on my June boxes. The theme is really cute, and there's an extra thing that I'm going to make in my June boxes. Well, you're going to make it, but it's something besides a card and a tag that I'm trying to make. I'm going to try to do a couple extra things in my boxes, just to make it a little more interesting for you guys, because I know I keep doing the card and the tag and the swag thing, and maybe it's getting boring for you guys, so I apologize. But yeah, so I'm trying to create something kind of fun that you can make other than the card and the tag. So I'm going to go work on that, and then I have to take Bryn to netball in 3 hours, so I have a lot of time to work. And then I got to come back, and I got to go down to Chico's because I'm in a fashion show on Tuesday. I don't understand either. And then we have to get ready to go out for tonight because we're leaving like around 4:30 or something crazy. And we're going to go to that. And then tomorrow's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. For those of you like me that are missing our moms, let's just be strong through tomorrow and put smiles on our faces. Okay, we'll get through it. We will. And they're still with us. They're in our hearts, so it's all good. Yeah, so let's have a good weekend. Let's have a good week, and I'll be back with some more videos soon when I have a computer to actually put the videos on. Okay. I'll stop complaining. I really will. I'll be better in the next video. I promise. And I'll take you places. Okay. All right. I gotta do some field trips at some point. I will. It'll be good. See ya. Have a good week.